I'm Katrina, and this is Sew and Tear. And tonight I was outside collecting quail eggs. I think I might have Broody Quail. I didn't collect in a couple days, so that is, I guess they feel more secure to start sitting on them. I don't know. So, it's been a couple minutes since I went inside. Let's see. It's gonna be hard to hold this light, which is my phone. At the same time. So, excuse me, little one. Get off. Don't know that she's gone back on them. Yeah. So she hasn't gone back on them yet, but I've decided to let her keep some of them, not all of them. I pulled off the ones that were around the outside and a little cooler, but these, they're still a little bit warm to the touch. But they were warm to the touch, so I'm going to show you what I did last time this happened. And yes, I am using a Sharpie, and I probably should be using something non-toxic, but I also should have 3 hands. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 eggs. Sure, baker's dozen. That works. I should have bought the stand for this. Alright. So, these are really warm, actually. What I'm going to do is to take this egg, and I am going to draw a circle all the way around it. So she's going to be messing with her eggs, and this is what I learned last time I tried to put X's on it. And hello, are you back? And the X's got turned around all over the place, so I didn't really know where. Sorry for the video. She is looking back at him though. You checking in? Yeah? So I didn't really know which ones were the ones to keep and which ones weren't. And in my experience this summer, excuse me mama, I'm gonna put them back, is that they move them around every day. They're kind of in a little different position, and that's why when we do the egg turning in our own incubators, that's why we're doing it, because that's how they do it out in nature. So when we're doing that, we're mimicking mom. These are very warm, so I'm thinking she actually is incubating. So she will turn them, and she will do that, every day. I don't know how many times a day, multiple times a day or something. But what I was finding is that when I didn't put the ring all the way around it and I just put X's on the side, I couldn't see which ones were the ones that were being incubated. Because what will happen, or what happened this last summer when I did this before, is they continued to lay in that spot until they weren't laying at all. So, or the ones that were actually going broody on it weren't laying at all at some point. So, hopefully we're gonna have 13 little chicks. We have 27 females in here. 4 of them are old ladies. And the 4 that are old ladies are the ones that went broody last year. I didn't actually see who was on the nest, if it was one of them or not, when I opened this up. But they did raise 2 of my incubator hatched babies. When they had their own, I put 2 in with them from my hatch. So that is what I'm doing. It looks like the girls are interested. You interested? You're not the same mama that was on there before. You guys gonna share the brooding? That's what happened before. So let me cover this back up. And you're also not the mama. Well, I mean, you could be a mama of one of those eggs. I'll cover this back up and see what happens. There is a rope light in there. That was in there this summer. I think it was on when they went broody this summer. But just to give kind of a view, this is just a Sterilite lid with some cement pieces. There's a big entrance. Let's get the light. There's a big entrance over here. I don't know if it's big, but it's wide. And then there's another entrance behind this rock right here into there. So they can feel pretty safe and have an escape plan if they need to get out. So again, sorry for the quality of this video, but it is dark and I have only 2 hands. So we're gonna leave them alone and see what comes out of it. Wish us luck, because those mama's gonna need it in the middle of winter. Oh, today is the solstice, so today is December 21st. So on December 21st, my birds might be broody. Hi guys. Oh, you think I brought greens? So funny. Sometimes I open the door and they're like, "What'd you bring me?" Okay, I can bring you greens. Here. Here you go. You guys are so funny sometimes. Alright, what we're really coming in here to see is if we have a mama on the nest. I am curious. Hi guys. So let's sneak a peek. Yep, there she is. Well, she just went off the nest. But she was on the nest. Or somebody was on the nest. I actually didn't see who it was. So, we probably have a broody mama. I will keep an eye on her and hopefully we'll have babies. These guys are enjoying their snack. Alright. I know, you guys like the bigger leaves better, huh? So this is marjoram that I just gave them. But they did. When I opened the door, they came running. I guess that means it's when they want their greens. Hi, little lady. Hi. All right. So this is the second day. It looks like they kicked one out. See, that's one that I marked. I'm gonna try putting it back in. That one's not marked. I'm gonna try putting it back in the nest. See what happens. It's quite a ways away from the nest, is the only thing. Alright, little one, excuse me. Oh, honey. You gotta move. Come on, go. There she is. Boy, you are big. Alright, we're gonna leave her there. I was gonna collect eggs, but I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. But I am going to try and shove this one in. Unless maybe she knows it's not fertile or something. I'll have to maybe keep track of that. It's this one that she kicked out. Let's just go ahead and put it right there. Good lady. Alright. Well. You can see her feathers there. So, I I've seen quails sit on eggs that have been laid before, but have not been broody. So they've just like, hey, this is a good place for me to sleep. And what we just saw there, see how she's fluffed out and she's like covering all of the eggs? That's broody behavior. So we definitely have a broody lady. I will be collecting the eggs that I have not marked in the morning, because otherwise they're just gonna pile on right there, and they're gonna be incubating for a different amount of time because she's already started incubating. So like we're gonna have, you know, partially developed things in there by the time her first chicks hatch, and she's not gonna stay on the nest to develop them fully. So anyway, I will be collecting those in the morning. We have a broody mama. So it is the next morning, and this guy wants to say good morning. It's actually like 10:30, 11 right now, and I am coming out to check on our broody mama and to collect the extra eggs that were under her that were not marked. I do that because then she can focus her incubation efforts on the ones that actually are incubating the full time, and not the ones that, you know, were laid yesterday and aren't gonna grow full. What are you guys doing? They're pecking at my boots. Anyway, so let's just go check this out. And again, I want to show in light, since I showed in dark last time. Oh, apparently they laid an egg last night after I was gone. I wanted to show in the light what this looks like, and yes, it does have poop on the top, and that's just how things are right now. But basically, there is a let's see. Basically, there's a big entrance here. It's fairly low to the ground, but it's big enough they can get under there. You gonna show us? No? Okay. But it's big enough they can get under there. They like to sit on top of it, which is why there's poop on top. But then there's also another entrance over on this side. You can see that this white right here, that's a piece of cement. And then there's a gap. It's like that big, that they can get out there too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up. Hopefully she's still on the eggs. We're at the point right now that they can go off the eggs for a little bit. Yeah, she's still on. You see those massive feathers? So we're gonna open this up. Hi, goodness, you are fluffed out. So, she is quite fluffy. Hi. Covering as many eggs as you can, but you're kind of missing some because we have too many under there. I want to make sure that you're covering all the right ones. See? You're fine. Let me just grab these ones real quick and then you can go back on. So, I marked the other night the ones that were laid. And the ones that do not have markings are last night's eggs. So they're fine. They've just been sat on overnight. So there should be 13 eggs. I'm not even going to count. I'm going to let her get back on that as fast as she can. And she'll go right back on, because she was on there pretty good. So, oh, here's, no. I should actually take out these eggs further. Alright, oh, I missed it, but she just snuck right back there. So she's back on those eggs again. And these eggs that I collected here, they're very hot. They're very warm. But what we're going to do with those is treat them the same as the other ones. We can eat them. Hi, Mama. She just came out. We can eat them. They've just had like not even a half a day of development, so you're not going to be able to tell. You know, you're not going to be able to tell that anything's in there, so it'll be fine. Oh, how many did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there was 8 there. Last night I collected 10 that were in other places, and I'm seeing some more here. And let's see. Yeah, I got 3 more. I think that's all. I got 3 more that were laid out by the feeders. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So that makes 21. That's pretty low for what they've been doing. But since we have one that's gone broody, there might be more than one that's broody. I don't know. Last time this happened, there was 4 ladies that shared a nest. And so that there could be more that have gone broody. Once they've gone broody, they pretty much stop laying eggs at some point. They could stop that early on in the process or later on in the process. What I found last time is that they had, like there was one main one for a few days, and then the other ladies started jumping in and helping out. And as the brooding got more further along, then they kind of all stopped laying eggs. For a while it was just the one that was stopped laying eggs, and then eventually it was all 4 of them. So yeah, that's what's going on. She is sitting on eggs, and we got this the new winter tarp roof up just in time for her to feel very comfy to lay her eggs, or not lay her eggs, they're her eggs probably, and everybody else's, but she's comfy enough to incubate them. So we're gonna see how it goes. And I do know she did go back on them pretty quick after I took the unmarked eggs out. So that's why it's important to mark the eggs in a way that is very obvious to you that those eggs are the ones that are staying, because then you can very quickly take out the ones that are newly laid and let her just keep those ones in a quick fashion, so that she can then return to the nest. Alright, so I'm excited to have babies. I was going to start the incubator, and then I was like, oh, let's wait until after Christmas. But apparently she's like, no, let's not. So, I might start the incubator after Christmas, and we'll have some similarly aged birds. Let's see how they do. Alright, thanks for following along. Hi, I wanted to talk about our Broody Quail. I have not checked yet on her. It is Christmas Eve. So she started being on the nest at least on the 21st. It may have been the 20th. And I wanted to tell kind of the story of when I found out and all that. So the night of December 20th, I did not pick up the eggs. Sometimes I skip a night, you know, something's going on or whatever. I just don't pick up the eggs. So the night of the 21st, I came out and she was on the nest. So she likely started incubating on the 21st, but it could have been the 20th. This happened last time I had broody hen, that she would, it was a day that I hadn't collected the day before. So I think that having the eggs sit there for a while probably encourages that. I don't know. I just had this is my second broody mama. So, or second broody nest. So that's my assumption. But Something else that happened last time is the ladies kept on laying there, and then all of a sudden there was less and less, and then nobody was laying underneath there. So I think that will probably happen with this one. 2 nights ago there was, I forget how many eggs there were 2 nights ago, but last night there was only 5 new eggs underneath her. So that's something to think about with that, is that there's probably going to be less and less. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just my assumption. As she starts laying on the nests more. So another thing that happened with the other one is that I had a total of 4 females in the aviary at the time. So all 4 of them ended up having some part of the brooding process. And the one that started is not the one that finished. So they would take turns and all of that. And the one that hatched, that was on the eggs when it hatched, was basically considered the mom. And the other ones were more like ants. So anyway, let's take a look and see what we see. And yes, I know there's poop on this. We got one more egg over here. That one was just laid. All right. Watch out. Excuse me. Watch out. Honey, get off. There you go. So, I'm looking here and I'm already seeing that this egg is out. It might be the same one that was kicked out before, it might not. I've marked them. Oop, she just ran off the nest. Okay, well somebody was on the nest. And she just ran off, and I hope that camera picked it up. But I'm going to put this one back on just because. So, and the reason why I'm taking these other ones off is because she can't sit on all of them. They don't all fit. So I had 13 that I had marked. 13 was just a number that happened to be it. What happened here, guys? Looks like somebody had an egg that didn't quite make it. Alright, the rest of these look like they're the ones I marked. Alright, little girl. So, that is an Egyptian right there. The wild is what has been on it, and that is what ran off of it when we opened it. Those eggs were still hot, so that means that she is incubating. And I guess my theory was probably not correct. I don't know, because we have 2, 4, 6. We have 7 eggs now that were under her, that were not marked. I'm doing this with a extra light here. So these ones are not marked. That was a hypothesis that might be incorrect. Like I said, this is my second experience with this, and I didn't really document too much of the first one. Hello, mister. I didn't document too much of the first one, so I'm trying to document more on this second one to see how she does, and if anybody's going to join her. So, thank you for sharing this journey with us, and I will be keeping everybody posted on what's going on with this. Hopefully they will develop. There's a couple times I've had one egg get kicked out. I'll have to look at the video to see if I think it's the same one. But I wanted to put something out on Christmas, which is tomorrow, so that you guys could have some good news in your life. Alright, thanks for watching.